Now, the BMW E90 has been around since 2005, well over a decade. And there's still lots of things that some people don't know what the car does. There are certain features that are still unexplained, there are certain things that are not known. In today's video, I'm going to show you a couple of these features. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is in the engine compartment, and it is to do with headlights. On the actual headlight itself, it will have markings as to indicating what bulb goes where. It has the type of bulbs that this headlight takes. So you can see here, it says H10W and 8787. What that means is that these headlights take two 87 bulbs, the H10W for the park light, and the other one is for the indicator bulb itself. So that's how you know what bulbs these headlights require. It's all different for halogen and xenon, depending whether it's LCI or PLCI. It should say it on those barcodes. The next feature that I'm going to show you is called Follow Me Home. What that means is, so let's say you park your vehicle off at night, you're going to walk to your apartment or walk to your door or something, and it's a bit dark. All you do is, you come to the car, you flick as if you're passing your bright lights, and your headlights will turn on. Now, because I have an HID kit, they take a bit longer to come on, but these lights will turn on for a desired amount of time that you set within the vehicle dashboard itself. It all depends on how you set it. Now, after some time, these will go off, and that basically means you can walk up to your driveway, walk up to your door, and it'll be perfectly lit. All depends on how you set it. The next feature is regarding the key. Most northern climate or hot weather climate cars, well, for South Africa especially, these come as standard, but over certain regions they are not. If you press and hold the lock button on the key, the car will lock and the windows will go up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lock the car. You heard it beep. Now within a few seconds, you're going to press and you're going to double tap the lock button. I'm just going to demonstrate. Give it some time. Okay, I'm going to lock, and I'm going to hit the lock button twice. That little red marker means that now that the buzzer or the siren or whatever you want to call it is now deactivated. So what that means is, if you happen to be living in a block of flats, an apartment or whatever it is, and you don't want that alarm to sound, I don't know for what reason why you want to do that, that's what that icon means. It means you deactivated the siren from blaring out. Now that is reversible once you unlock the vehicle again. Not a problem. So if you find this bit of information informative, please do give the video a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. And before we go ahead, let's go ahead with the next one. The next one I'm talking about is regards to the spare wheel compartment. E90s don't have a spare wheel compartment. They come with run flat tires in the factory, and if you want to keep that for a long time, you can. But my advice is, well, my personal opinion is, I've switched over to non-run flat tires and I've been having a much better ride ever since. Even though I'm on 19-inch wheels, the ride is so much better. It is much more comfortable. The vehicle is much more stable than with run flat. So what I do is I keep a little tire repair kit with some tire plugs in the car. Now some guys will say that it's unconventional to keep these things, but if it keeps me going without having to worry about a puncture, not a problem. And I do have the BMW Mobility compressor in the car should I need to pump up the tire if it goes flat. This next one is also inside the car, and it deals with pre-LCIs mainly. The reason why I say pre-LCI mainly is because from the LCI models, this on the climate control was changed. This is the rest mode button, which only works if the outside temperature is less than 25 degrees. What that does is it pulls out all the hot air or all the ambient air from inside the engine bay and allows you to warm up the car, especially in winter. So if it's less than 25 degrees out, it pulls all that warm air from inside the engine bay and warms up the vehicle. So once you're ready to drive off or anything, it actually warms up the car for you. And another one of my favorite features is this. You can turn on the car's air conditioning from the steering wheel if you have the automatic climate control system. Now, if you have the manual system, this won't work, or this won't really apply to you unless you physically turn it on. But you can turn on the vehicle's air conditioning system from just a touch of a button on the steering wheel. all you have to do is have your car idling or have the ignition on, and you're gonna press and you're just gonna touch this button here. What that does, it turns on the air conditioning if you have it set to either of these options. Regardless of whether it is set to automatic or manually for the recirculation, you'll still be able to turn the air conditioning on. Once I press this button here, it turns on the air conditioning. And to turn it off, all you do is you press that button. And guys, for the final thing, what I'm going to show you is a little bit of a maintenance thing. If your car had its alternator rebuilt, chances are that it will throw an alternator error and they will have some problems. Meaning, by problems I mean it's not something so major, but it is something that you have to live with. Especially my car, it had the alternator rebuilt twice. Once when I bought the car in 2016, and the other was they did it wrong and they had to redo it in 2017. That's before I had the workshop and I wasn't really so mechanically minded in regards to repairs. But what I mean is, once you start the car, you have to wait at least 30 seconds for everything to be working properly. Now this is only if you have the alternator to be rebuilt and if it's giving an error. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so now I'm in the hidden menu where you can actually see the voltage of the battery. Now if you don't know how to get to this stage, I'm going to leave a link in the video corner here so you can check it out. It's one of my very first videos that I've done, and it actually is the one that really took off my channel. So once you're here, you can see it's sitting currently at 11.5 volts. I'm going to start the vehicle up now. And you're going to see it takes a while for it to actually pick up charge. I'm just going to let this go. You're going to see it as it is. I'm not going to go and edit it or anything, so you can just see how long it actually takes. Now that is a little niggle I've been living with for a good couple of years now, and I really haven't bothered about it. If I don't wait that 30 seconds or whatever, however many time, a couple of seconds it is, I do end up with problems. I lose the wastegate, the actuator for the turbo. I lose a couple of features like my xenons, my HIDs don't get enough power to power up, and I get errors. And those all go away after some time once the car is actually charging properly, except for the turbo, because that has to be reset after 15 minutes, and that's when it gets really irritating. I drive in high boost the whole time, but apart from that, it's not really a problem. I can go ahead and really redo the alternator and everything, but waiting 30 seconds is not really a problem for me. So there you have it, guys. Couple things of the E90 that you didn't know, and this is basically on a base model car, except it just has an M Sport kit, factory M Sport, whatever you see from there, with all my modifications and everything done to it. So yeah, if you did like this video and if you found it informative, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really makes me feel like I'm actually doing a world of good instead of just putting out videos for nothing. And also in regards to why I haven't been posting for a long time, it's been 4 months or something. It's currently April at the moment, April 2022. I haven't posted since December 2021. I've been going through a lot of things in my head. I've taken a step back due to my mental health. I've been feeling burnt out. I've been feeling restless and annoyed, mostly because of the things that I couldn't really control. So I decided to take a step back and really focus on myself. I haven't replied to any comments in the past couple of months, except recently. So that's when I decided to get back into the swing of things and really push forward. Now, I've given a little Easter egg. I'm not too sure if you've seen it in the car, and I will leave comments and videos to hints and whatever in next coming videos. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video, listening to me ramble about and carrying on for whatever happens through. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not too sure how long it's going to be, but I do have a lot of things coming for this car. I said it in previous videos, and I just needed to get my head back in the game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.